What's going on, guys? It's Zeit. I am back, and I'm just giving you a quick little video here about the equipment that I used in my level 61 ultimate Axton build guide. Of course, you know that guide is for if you're having any issues in the third playthrough, because let's face it, the third playthrough is a rape fest if you're not prepared for it. Fellow viewer Michael Zyhut. Now, if I'm butchering your name, please forgive me. And yeah. Let's just go through the equipment. You were the one that asked what I was using. I was using the Juicy Ravager. Now this is for like the running through random guys, and you know the pistol's not always good up close and personal all the time. Sometimes you have issues aiming with it, so I would use the Juicy Ravager, which was a weapon that you get from the Torque campaign. As well as the double penetrating Unkept Herald. I know there's a particular mob that comes off of, I can't remember who it is, but the easiest way to get it is just to get it through the Mr. Torque campaign as well, through one of the vendors. We've got the Aggressive Slagga, which comes from one of the missions in the Dust area. You have to go through this really long mission chain. I'll find the video for it and show an annotation for it so you guys can just click on the weapons and what have you. And that one is a... this one is one that you need. You need the Slagga, you need a slag ability weapon. And this one with a 24% chance, and it shoots 3 bullets per shot, so literally that's like a 75% chance. Not legit, but pretty close to 75% chance you'll slag on every individual shot if you hit with all 3 shots. So it's easy just to spray with this and slag whatever you need. And I'm using the Skookum Diab. This is a ridiculous sniper rifle. I only use it because it's just really super high damage, it's random, and I haven't found a better sniper rifle yet. But of course, the usual setup with the B shield. I had a friend actually build me this B shield with the editor because I farmed... oh, what's his name? I farmed the mob that you normally get this guy from for 3 straight days, and it never dropped. So he managed to get me one of the ones with corrode immunity, which is frickin' awesome. The Legendary Soldier class mod, which most of the time drops off of the raid bosses, excluding, I believe, Termorpheus. That's the only one it doesn't drop off of. And then we've got the Longbow bonus package. This is an effective grenade for just about any situation, especially a small room. Just make sure you're not in that small room because it'll blow up pretty nastily. And you get this one off of Boom Boom, or again, the easiest way to get this particular grenade would be from the Mr. Torque campaign. And Breath of the Sephiroth. This is something that you get from Sephiroth crystals in, I believe, any campaign. I think there's a vendor in any campaign to get these things. You just need to be collecting Sephiroth crystals from raid bosses to get this. Now, I could show you some more gear if you're interested in taking a look. I've got a couple pearlescents. I've got this assault rifle is pretty crappy. Although it is a slag weapon, but at the same time, look at that percentage chance. 9% chance to slag? That's horrible. This particular gun, this one I actually really like. It's pretty fun to use. But it's really deadly if you get hit by it, so I'll show you. You know, you just fire off a shot and throw it, and it looks like a bouncing Betty, basically. But the explosion that thing will give off will one-shot me. So if you look at my health, 200k health plus 86k shields. That is a lot of damage that this explosion will do, especially if you only fire 1 bullet and then throw it like I have. So let's go back to our weapons here. Switch, where's my Slagga? Slagga! There we go. And then the other one is this pretty cool assault rifle, which I'll just switch to the Slagga again. Not particularly useful, but as you can see, when you fire a shot, it gets a certain distance out, kind of like the conference call. It'll shoot little blasts of fire, which is pretty sick. But for the most part, you're not fighting too much in the way of fleshy creatures to kill, and look at how far out it goes before it shoots out those little explosions, right? So it's kind of a pain in the ass, and not very high damage, not very... well, actually, it's a pretty high fire rate for an assault rifle, but as you can see, the accuracy is pretty damn low. So that's pretty much it for the gear that I do tend to use. I try to avoid using my pearlescent weapons because while they do some pretty cool stuff, they don't really do much that's very effective yet in the third playthrough. So I'm going to continue farming and see what I can come up with, and hopefully I can find some pretty decent gear because I'm working on the Gunzerker next to try and get some guides out for that. And if there's a class or a particular weapon that you guys would like to see or know a little bit more about, I will try and make that a reality anyways. Thanks guys, don't forget to hit a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the flip side!